Griffith, Franklin County Sheriff's Office. The reason I pulled you over, you was running 91 and 55.
My boyfriend, I think he's in a wreck. I don't know where he went.
Okay, well, that's still not an excuse to run 91 to 55. Got your license, registration, proof of insurance?
It's in his truck.
It's in his truck. You don't have a driver's license, no registration, no insurance.
Everything's in his truck. I'm so sorry.
You got a motorcycle endorsement?
I have a permit, yes.
On your driver's license?
Yes.
You have an endorsement saying you can ride a motorcycle?
Just took the test.
Okay. Alright, man, if you would, go ahead and step off the bike for me. At this point, you're being detained.
Can I call my boyfriend?
No.
Wait, I'm being...
Huh?
I'm being arrested, I gotta go.
So you done exactly what I told you not to.
I had to tell him, nobody knows where I am.
Stand over here at the front of the car. I thought you said he was in a wreck.
I didn't know where he was, that's why I was scared, that's why I was going back.
That's why you was going 91 and a 55?
I thought that he was in trouble. I'm sorry.
Stand at the front of my vehicle.
Sorry.
You have no proof of ownership of that bike right there.
He's bringing it.
He's bringing it.
Yes, sir.
At minimum, I'm probably going to tow your bike. Can I help you? Okay. Well, I caught her running 91 and a 55.
Yeah, she was trying to get to me.
Well, she's detained at this time. I'm going to tow the bike. You can't. She's going to kill somebody riding like that. Where was you at?
I was at the dollar store.
You was at the dollar store, then she wasn't looking for you because she was heading.
We were coming this way.
All right, you got DL on you? Because you got out on my traffic stop. So. You got proof of ownership for the bike?
I do not know.
Okay.
All her paperwork's at the house.
Okay. So, I'm towing the bike.
Okay.
There's no proof of ownership. I can't find the VIN. It wouldn't matter. I'm towing it anyway. I see it right there. And more than likely, she's probably going with me.
No way I can take her home and get her out of here?
No. She driving like that, man, that's she could have killed somebody or herself. But this time I'm gonna ask you to go and get in your vehicle and you can go.
Okay, well, where do I need to go to get her? I can't get her. Can I not get her off with a warning and her?
Absolutely not a warning. Absolutely not. No.
Okay, I'm just asking.
Yeah, no. Yeah, I know. No, absolutely not.
This is her first time for any of this.
Yeah, I hear you. I hear you. But no, not for that speed. I give warnings all the time. But a deal like this, I'm absolutely not going to overlook it. Hello. It's going to be a Yamaha Ninja or a Kawasaki Ninja motorcycle. Yeah, it's just a crotch rocket. Sir, that's mine right now. Don't dig in there.
I need her wallet.
No, you're not getting in there.
Okay.
No, go get in your vehicle and go.
Okay. Well, then where do I need to go so I can get her?
You can go to the jail.
Okay, in Ozark?
Yep.
Okay.
But he's over here trying to dig in her stuff, and I ain't even searched it yet. Okay. All right, then. Go ahead and show me 1015. All right, thank you. Why didn't you just tell me that you had proof of ownership right here?
Oh, I thought that he had it.
Who'd you buy the bike from?
This kid in LA.
And where?
Los Angeles.
Okay.
I just got out of the military and moved back home.
Okay.
I thought that he had it. I'm so sorry, sir.
All right. So here's what's going to happen.
Yes, sir.
I'm going to take you down. You'll be able to bond. Okay, but you're going to go down to the jail to be processed because you've got a lot of tickets coming. Several, like probably 5 or 6. He's going to come down there and get you. But if he don't leave, he's going with you. He'll get to ride on the other side. Sir, I'm going to be as nice as I can be. If I tell you to leave one more time, I'm going to arrest you.
I am not on scene.
You are. You're on my traffic stop. Get in and...
Can you listen to me for a second?
No, we're done.
So now
We're
I'm going
done.
to be arrested?
Absolutely.
For what?
For interfering with governmental operations.
Okay, so I'm asking if I can get her wallet to at least
Turn
get
around.
my card. He's arresting me now, Dad.
Causing safety concerns for me on...
After Mr. Bourne returns to his vehicle, which is parked at least 50 to 60 feet in front of the traffic stop, but does not drive away, Deputy Griffith places him under arrest for interfering with governmental operations, claiming he is causing him safety concerns. Section 5-54-102 of the Arkansas Code provides that, quote, a person commits the offense of obstructing governmental operations if the person knowingly obstructs, impairs, or hinders the performance of any governmental function. However, the statute specifically states that, quote, this section does not apply to obstruction, impairment, or hindrance of what a person reasonably believes is a public servant's unlawful action. This statute has been applied in the past to third parties at police traffic stops in situations where their conduct interferes with an officer's duties. For example, in the 2004 case of Kelly v. State, the Arkansas Court of Appeals upheld an obstruction conviction against a bystander whose confrontational behavior impeded officers during a DWI investigation. However, the defendant in that case was described as quote-unquote causing quite a disruption, shouting many profanities, and refusing to cooperate with officers. And the court concluded that the defendant's behavior actually interfered with the backup officer's ability to provide security and protection to his fellow officer by diverting his focus, and caused the DWI suspect to stop cooperating with field sobriety testing and start shouting profanities himself. Now, on the other hand, the 8th Circuit Court of Appeals, which has jurisdiction over Arkansas, held in the 2005 case of Walker v. City of Pine Bluff that officers did not even have arguable probable cause to arrest an onlooker who was merely standing at a distance observing police. Subsequently, in the 2020 case of Chestnut v. Wallace, the 8th Circuit Court of Appeals held that it was clearly established in the jurisdiction that individuals have the right, now quoting, to watch police-citizen interactions at a distance and without interfering. Accordingly, Mr. Bourne could potentially defend himself by arguing that Deputy Griffith's order to drive away was unlawful, as the obstruction statute explicitly states that it does not apply to obstruction, impairment, or hindrance of what the defendant reasonably believes is a public servant's unlawful action. As the ETH Circuit has recognized a clearly established right to observe police interactions from a distance, Mr. Bourne could argue that he had sufficiently complied with the lawful aspects of Deputy Griffith's order by leaving the immediate traffic stop area, and that by retreating to his vehicle, Mr. Bourne honored Deputy Griffith's safety perimeter and remained far enough away not to interfere physically or distract the deputy, while also preserving his ability to exercise his right to observe. The encounter.
Come on, Princess, let's go.
Stop.
You're not going to manhandle me.
I am.
No, you got that badge.
You're going to walk with me.
I'm walking to your truck. I can see you're shaking and you're pissed off. I've been nice and polite and asked you and tried to talk to you.
I've asked you to leave twice.
I sat there and me and my father both talked to you, and you sat there, oh, I don't do speeding tickets. I do this. I'm honorable. I do this and that. And I'm sorry, but this is not any of that.
91 and a 55.
I understand that.
Have a seat right here in the grass.
There you go.
On your butt. Feet up front of you. Hey, dispatch. Show me 1015 with one male as well. He's causing safety issues for me. I've asked him to leave multiple times.
You can give me
Don't matter.
a few minutes. I'll drop him off the jail and come out there.
10-4. I got a third one pulling up here, so I may need another transport.
Beginning lodge 3504.
Stay out of the truck. Don't get in that truck. So here's the deal. I've asked him multiple times to leave my traffic stop. He is on my scene.
He was asking.
Now you're on my scene. But I'm going to talk to you.
You know, I thought you were a nice guy. I've sat up there and talked to you.
Yeah, absolutely.
I thought you were a nice guy.
I
had him on the phone.
asked him to leave multiple times.
I asked him, he asked you if he could get her purse and her
And I
car.
told him no.
Why not?
Because that bike is in our custody. I have not searched the bike.
We're not talking about the bike. You got the bike.
but
You're taking the bike.
Any property that's with that, I have to inventory.
Inventory, then let me have it so we can bail them out.
That doesn't constitute him going over there and just starting getting into stuff. Then I asked him to leave my traffic stop, and he chose not to do so.
He's up here. He was up here.
It doesn't matter.
All
He was,
was asking you a question.
and I asked him to leave
Don't
once.
Come on.
You need to get in your truck and leave, or you're going to.
I need the keys for his.
No, you're not. I'm towing it.
You're gonna tow his.
Absolutely.
You're a sorry
Go.
mother.
Go.
I'm leaving.
Go.
I'm leaving. I'm on the other side of God's.
Come here. You're going to. Stop. I'm giving you a lawful order. Stop.
No, you're not.
Stop. Stop. Turn around, face the truck. Turn around, face the truck. Do it now.
You're gonna pull your gun
No,
on me?
turn around, face the truck. Do it now.
You in lawsuits.
Turn around and face the truck. Do it now.
You get your boss out here. I want the sheriff out here now.
I'll get him out here.
You get him out here right now.
Let's go.
Get him out here. I come up to ask you a question, and you come up to me being a smart. You got your cam on?
Have a seat.
I'm not sitting down. I'm not.
You are sitting down.
I'm not your
Sitting
dog.
down. Have a seat. Have a
I'm
seat.
not your dog.
Have a seat.
Get your boss out here.
Have a seat. Do it now.
I got my phone in my back.
Have a seat, or
I'm trying to take the phone out
Here.
here, son of a. Get your boss out here.
After Mr. Bourne is placed under arrest, his father, Larry, arrives and asks for the keys for Sean's truck. Deputy Griffith refuses to give him the keys, telling him that he will be towing the truck, and orders Mr. Bourne to leave or face arrest himself. As Mr. Bourne is walking back to his vehicle, he directs several profanities at Deputy Griffith, who then orders him to stop and places him under arrest. It is unclear exactly what crime Deputy Griffith arrested Mr. Bourne for, as he was in the process of complying with the order to depart when Deputy Griffith arrested him. But the arrest did, at least in part, seem to be triggered by Mr. Bourne's speech. According to Section 5-71-207 of the Arkansas Code, quote, a person commits the offense of disorderly conduct if, with the purpose to cause public inconvenience, annoyance, or alarm, or recklessly creating a risk of public inconvenience, annoyance, or alarm, he or she in a public place uses abusive or obscene language or makes an obscene gesture in a manner likely to provoke a violent or disorderly response. Now, this clause essentially codifies the so-called fighting words doctrine, targeting language that is so personally abusive that it would provoke an average person to retaliate with violence. However, it is a bedrock First Amendment principle that citizens may vocally oppose or criticize police officers, even with coarse language. And courts have consistently held that mere profanity toward an officer without more is protected speech under the First Amendment that generally cannot form the basis of a criminal charge. For instance, in the 2019 case of Tud Raja versus Fort Smith, the Eighth Circuit Court of Appeals, which again has jurisdiction over Arkansas, held in applying the state's disorderly conduct statute that an individual's so-called profane shout at an officer was protected by the First Amendment, concluding that, now quoting, with limited exceptions not relevant here. Even profanity is protected speech. Criticism of law enforcement officers, even with profanity, is protected speech. Therefore, it is highly unlikely that a court would conclude that Deputy Griffith had probable cause to arrest Mr. Bourne for his speech, given the fact that it was protected by the First Amendment and that it was directed only at Deputy Griffith when the disorderly conduct statute requires that the citizen act with intent to cause public inconvenience, annoyance, or alarm.
Hey, you busy? Alright, yeah, come out here, please. Well, Johnny may need 2. I've got 3 in custody right now all over a traffic stop. So I pulled over a motorcycle running 91 and a 55. I get the girl off, I get her in cuffs, just detain her, and then the boyfriend comes up here, Sean Bourne. I asked him multiple times to leave the scene. He would not, and he started trying to dig around the motorcycle. I told him to leave or he was going to get arrested too. He goes up to his truck, still will not leave. So I put him in cuffs. Then his dad comes up here a while ago cussing me, raising hell. So now I've got him in cuffs. And he's saying, you get your boss out here right now. I mean, they're interfering by all means. Right. I'll just take them to jail then. So would interfering be, that'd be what the proper charge is, correct? Yeah, and then I'm going to get the other dude for disorderly conduct as well. For all his yelling, screaming, refusing to sit down, resisting arrest. The dad. He also, as he was walking away, he reached in his pocket and come out with a black phone. How do you think that went? That's when I made the decision to arrest him. Then he told me he wasn't going to let me arrest him. I told him to turn and face the truck, and he refused to do so. So I hit him with resisting as well. I'm going to search both of them too, do inventory on both of them. I am.
You don't know what kind of mess you just opened up there.
Okay. Well, you interfered with my traffic stop. It doesn't matter. You don't stop on my traffic stop. Then whenever I ask you to leave, you refuse to do so.
I'm leaving. I've got it on my camera. You better.
I've got it on mine too.
Good. I was leaving and you come over and started running your mouth.
Why did you stop on my traffic stop?
I was asking you if I could give her purse.
Why did you stop on my traffic stop?
I just told you. Do you not listen?
You don't stop on my traffic stop. You interfered with my job and my safety by pulling up on my traffic stop.
Yeah, you call the most expensive records.
I got 2 more coming.
Good. You'll be paying for that.
I ain't paying for anything. The keys are right there for the bike. Alright, it's yours.
Sir, why are you doing this?
Because you broke the law.
Yes, I did. They didn't.
They did. They both interfered with my traffic stop. I asked both of them to leave. They chose not to do so. They interfered with governmental operations. I hate it, but that's the way it is.
This is what makes veterans wish they didn't serve this country.
Okay, well that's fine. Get in the truck. Back up.
Sir, please.
Back up. I'm shutting the door. Back up.
Your ego can't make you do this every time.
What are you now?
Huh?
Just a deputy?
Yeah.
Where's your supervisor?
My supervisor's on vacation.
Supervisor?
No.
Just transfer.
Here, man, I'll help you. Ready?
Can I help you out?
Yeah, easy, he has a bad back. Seriously. I love you, it'll be okay, calm down. I'm doing enough for the both of us.
You're alright, man.
I'm not trying to cause no problems.
I get it that you're upset, man, but whenever I asked you to leave, you chose not to do so.
That's why I stepped over there.
Yeah, but still, you're on my traffic stop. You still didn't want to leave. You was calling people. That caused a safety concern for me. That's why you're here.
I understand.
Okay?
I'm not trying to be
No, I'm just telling you. I'm explaining. And the rest of the whole family.
They all family?
Yeah.
You go.
So I done called Tyler. Tyler said not to worry about it. Just charge all three of them. Them two's on interfering. She's for no tags, no insurance, 91 and a 55. The old man, I got him on resisting. He didn't want to, he passively resisted, wouldn't let me arrest him. And then on his way over, he reached in his pocket and grabbed a black phone and turned on me like that. You can only imagine how that about went. Yeah, grab that Ford over there.
That'll work.
He's
Me after that, or
no, you're good, man. I haven't looked in either one of them vehicles, but I can tell you there's probably guns in that Ford right there. That dude's always got a gun on him.
Hello.
I've been called a lot of things today.
No, not yet.
So have I.
The old man wouldn't. He resisted, and then.
Well, I'll be
But
there
yeah,
in a
he's
little
walking
while. I gotta
across the
go
road and he
run.
reached in his pocket and got that phone and went turning.
Deputy Griffith repeatedly claims that Larry Bourne pulled a phone out of his pocket and turned towards him when he was walking back towards his vehicle. Now, it is not clear from the body camera footage whether Mr. Bourne actually pulled out a phone, although it can be seen in his back pocket by the time Deputy Griffith makes it over to him to place him in handcuffs. However, Deputy Griffith's implication seems to be that he believed that Mr. Bourne had a gun and that the fear for his safety caused by this belief was at least a motivating factor in the decision to arrest Mr. Bourne. Now, in general, the law does not punish accidental or mistaken actions that scare someone absent recklessness of a high degree. Accordingly, even if Mr. Bourne did reach for his phone, unless he did so with the intent to cause Deputy Griffith fear, it is highly unlikely that a court would find any sort of criminal conduct was involved in him quote-unquote pulling out his phone. Now, while Section 5-13-207 of the Arkansas Code, the state's third-degree assault statute, criminalizes purposely creating apprehension of imminent physical injury in another person. This requires that the actor intend to cause fear, and it is unlikely that a court would conclude that Deputy Griffith even had arguable probable cause to believe that Mr. Bowden intended to cause him fear by allegedly engaging in the simple action of pulling his phone out of his pocket. No Arkansas statute criminalizes a purely innocent act on the part of a civilian merely because it triggers an officer's fear, and an officer's subjective reaction, even when that reaction is reasonable fear, does not transform a blameless movement by a citizen into a criminal act. Accordingly, despite the fact that Deputy Griffith seemed to be quite unnerved by the alleged removal of Mr. Bourne's cell phone from his pocket, it is unlikely that a court would find that this action provided probable cause for a lawful arrest.
My deal on this is they kept saying, I'm not on your scene. The dad, if you look, he's got gun stickers all over his truck. I've dealt with him before on the theft deal down here in Altus. He talked to me about he always has a gun on him. But he come up here mad, told me he thought I was a nice guy, I wasn't nothing but a then started across the road and took his phone and turned.
No,
and at that point, I told him to leave. He said, I'm not on your scene. He gave me enough that for my safety, I went over, and then whenever I told him to turn around and face the truck, put his hands behind his back, he refused to do so. Whenever I told him to turn around and put his hands behind his back, he kind of turned sideways and reached down. So yeah, I laid my hand on my gun because I don't know what this cat's doing. And I had nobody, he had people loaded up. I had nobody here to help me, so I was going to do whatever it took to go home.
Yep.
John, what kind of holes you got?
Proof of ownership and insurance, she didn't have either one.
Okay.
She said she just got it, but she had no paperwork.
Imagine that.
Well, we better get these to the jail. They've been sitting in there a while.
Out just in case this happens to tip over. I don't want the owner to see it.
I don't care. I can't hear you.
I was just wondering how this works.
So the way I think it's going to work with you is probably whenever I get you down here, I'm probably going to have them book you in. I'll write you all your tickets, and then I'll let them release you.
What about the
They're going to pay a bond.
What's that?
So they'll have to, it'll cost money to get them out. I'm gonna guess it's probably gonna be around $1,000. I've got some things to do to to see what all, at minimum, you're going to get speeding, 91 and a 55, all right, no tags, and no proof of insurance. And then you're looking at probably reckless driving. You know, I'm just going to have to look through and see what all, but there's going to be several tickets there. Whereas Sean and his dad, you know, they're looking at interfering with governmental operations, disorderly conduct.
After the arrests, Sean was charged with failure to obey a police officer and obstructing governmental operations, while Larry was charged with failure to obey a police officer, obstructing governmental operations, and disorderly conduct. Court records show that on December 9th, 2024, Sean pleaded no contest to the charges against him and was found guilty, while the charges against Larry were all dismissed. The Borans told the Random Patriot in an interview that Sean's fiancée initially was cited for 4 violations, including speeding, reckless driving, and a failure to have paperwork for the motorcycle, despite the fact that Deputy Griffith eventually did find the paperwork for her motorcycle. But they were all dropped except the speeding charge. The Borans have indicated that they intend to pursue a lawsuit and have started a GoFundMe to cover legal fees. Overall, Deputy Griffith gets an F for maintaining a hostile and confrontational attitude throughout the encounter, demonstrating a complete misunderstanding of several different laws, and for likely illegally arresting both Sean and Larry. At no point did Sean's behavior constitute obstruction, and Deputy Griffith essentially arrested Larry because he scared him. Now, while I do not fault the deputy for having a firm stance against speeding, regardless of the situation, everything that Deputy Griffith did beyond the initial traffic stop was unnecessary, unprofessional, and likely unconstitutional. If Deputy Griffith truly perceived Sean or Larry as a legitimate threat to his safety, well, then he wouldn't have basically invited them to the scene. It wasn't until they displayed dissent toward the deputy that he decided to escalate the interaction into an arrest. Deputy Griffith went on to blatantly lie about the ownership documents that he discovered, and also lied about the behavior of both Sean and Larry. At no point did Deputy Griffith make any attempts to de-escalate the situation, and his solution to disagreeing with the Borans was simply to arrest them. Ultimately, Deputy Griffith turned what could have been a straightforward traffic stop, and even a justified arrest, into several constitutional violations and potentially multiple lawsuits. The Borans get an A for remaining relatively calm and collected throughout the encounter, expressing their dissent while peacefully complying with Deputy Griffith's commands, and for following up this interaction by obtaining the body cam footage and seeking to file a lawsuit. As mentioned before, neither Sean nor Larry did anything that could be reasonably construed as a threat toward Deputy Griffith, and it is clear from the body camera footage that the deputy was visibly shaken from a minor verbal dispute, not criminal conduct. Sean did a fantastic job of remaining as calm and silent as possible throughout the interaction, and although Larry was more vocal about the arrest, he was within his rights to criticize the deputy. I commend both Larry and Sean for refusing to allow Deputy Griffith's intimidation to get the best of them, and I will be sure to keep you updated on their lawsuit. If they manage to reach their GoFundMe goal and find representation, you can find a link to their GoFundMe in the description below. Let us know if there is an interaction or legal topic that you would like us to discuss in the comments below. Thank you for watching.